Hello America, this is Keith, your friendly neighborhood technician, coming at you with why does my dishwasher leak that I just installed? Well, there's a couple of reasons. First, we'll deal with is it installed correctly, okay? Now, one thing you need to know about a dishwasher, it needs to be straightforward to back, and level, okay? What I mean by that is, if I put my level on this, this is my trusted little torpedo level, okay? I am relatively straight. This is left to right like this, okay? Now also, I check up here, okay? And my torpedo level means I am level, okay? Now, how about front to back? If I go front to back on this, okay, if you look at my little bubble there, it is saying I am tilted back, okay? This has to be dead level, okay? So, on all dishwashers, there are feet, okay? And these feet lift and lower the dishwasher, okay? So what we want to do is we want to get them to the point that they are flat. Right now, I intentionally made it a little off so I could show you what the bubble looks like it off. So now I'm going to take the feet all the way up, okay? And then we're gonna do it again and take a look at it, okay? Now, yes, you may have to slide in, slide out, slide in your dishwasher a couple times. Okay, so now let's try this again with my level. Okay, see now I'm a little too far forward. Okay, so I would do a little more adjusting to it. Okay, now once I am level this way, once I'm level this way, and once I'm level front to back, okay, look at your opening. Okay, fortunately for us, that this opening is square. Now your house, your opening may not be square. You may actually have a gap here and no gap here, a gap here and no gap there, okay? Unfortunately, don't put this to match it. If you match your cabinets and this is matched to your cabinets and cockeyed, you're gonna leak, okay? Guaranteed, because these have to be square, front to back, left to right, top to bottom, okay? They have to be. If they're not, they have a tendency they will leak, because what happens is inside the dishwasher here, let me show you this real quick, okay? I've only got about, I want to say about 3/8 to a half an inch of where my water is going to pool in here, okay? And that's when it's sitting level. So now, if I by some chance have to tilt it forward a little bit, now instead of having a level surface, all of my water is running to the lowest point, which means I'm going to pool up here in the front. And that's the case, as my water turns, my water starts to slosh. When it sloshes, it ends up going over the top and coming out underneath the front here, okay? Now, I hear what you're thinking. Well, if I tilt it back a little bit, will that take care of it? It will take care of it, but you won't have the water where the water's needed. Okay, so instead of having it in the center of the thing where the water gets drawn in, it's going to be back here, which means you're not going to have the good water flow, which means your dishes aren't going to clean correctly, okay? And if you're leaning left to right, same thing. The water is going to go to the lowest possible point. So if I'm doing this, let me raise up one side here real quick. Okay. Come on, get it. There we go. Let's tilt it just a bit. Let's just say our cabinets are just a little bit off. Okay. Okay. So now I am tilted. If we look at our handy dandy level, left to right, okay, I am tilted that direction. Okay. Now my water is going to start pooling on this side of my washer, and as it goes up, goes down, washer rolls around, I'm going to be leaking from this side over. It's going to go over the little spill wall and leak. Okay. You have to make sure it is square this way, up and down, here to here, and also front to back, okay? And like I said, use a level. Don't use your eyeball, okay? My eyeballs aren't good. Don't tell me what level actually is. Like I said, this is called a torpedo level. They're really, really good. You can pick up at any hardware store or anything like that, and they're relatively real cheap, okay? But that is probably why your washer's leaking, okay? It's because, unfortunately, I hate to tell you this, but maybe your cabinets aren't exactly perfectly dead straight. I have yet to get a kitchen that the floor is completely level. Now, if it's a brand new home, you might get lucky because it hasn't settled yet. You give it a year, 2 years, 5 years like mine. My floor actually has about I want to say almost a 1/2 inch pitch from one side to the other because my house is settled. It's also 60 plus years old. I know this, so I have to account for that. Your house has settled, and as it's settled, like I said, the floors will be a little off. You may not see it because the joists in the floor are meant to compensate for that so they don't blow up the floor, okay? So when you install your dishwasher, make sure, like I said, make sure it is square here to itself, not to the cabinets, okay? And if you actually have gaps here and there, well, unfortunately, there's not a lot you can do about that, because when you do center it to the cabinet, make the cabinet look good, you probably will have a leak. So, just to reiterate, like I said, you want to make sure you're level this way, you want to make sure you're level this way, and you also want to make sure you're level this way, okay? Left to right, front to back, top to bottom, okay? Do all that, get it centered, you should have much better success with your dishwasher not leaking, and don't forget to tune into this channel and come back for more good information later. Have a good day.